Alright, take a look at this area right here. We've got how many? 9 huge aquariums. All 6 feet long, 180 centimeters. Let's go and take a look at each one of them. You can see in the back there's a projector playing some ADA videos, which is really nice. So let's take a look at the first tank here. And on the screen, I'll put down the creator of each tank and some of the specs, some of the fish that are in here, some of the plants. I won't do everything because there's just too many things and can't keep up with that, but look at all the fish here. Amazing. The diamond tetras look amazing. Look at this plant. This big-leaved stem plant. What is that? That is awesome. But yeah, look at the 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝗶𝗶𝗲𝗀𝗀 as well. This grows huge. You can see they're putting in CO2. In every single tank there's CO2 running. And they're using the twist counter. But yeah, this is a really nice tank. Yes, we'll move on to the second one. You can see 2 sets of filter pipes as well. For such a big tank, I think it's probably necessary. Yeah, the plants are growing beautifully. Let's move on to the second tank. So look at this. Really nice composition. You've got the path that goes all the way to the back. Some barbs in here. Well, I'm guessing that's a type of barb. I'm not too sure. You've also got the yellow line Congo tetra. This tank is cool. And we'll go through each tank, and at the end I want you guys to tell me in the comments below which tank is your favorite. That's a nice tank. You can see there's also Crinum calamastratum with a red tiger lotus in there. Yeah, really neat. And yeah, another cool fish in here are the catfish. I'm not sure what type of catfish they are, but they're really cool. Alright, this is the third tank. And this is a cool tank as well because you see there's a path there, a white sand path. It goes behind this little island here and it comes out there, and that's super cool. I'll show you guys right here. But the fish selection in this tank is also cool. I'm using the jackknife tetra. Not sure if that's what you call it in English, but in Japan we call it the jackknife tetra. So you can see the path goes back there, and then from here you can't see it, but it comes out on this side. Kind of stops there, but it keeps going behind as well. You can see from up top. This is a cool tank, and I love the driftwood as well. Love how it points up. Alright, but this tank is it just using one lily pipe? Yeah. Looks like it's just using a set of lily pipes. You can see lots of CO2 going in this tank. Got the twist counter. Also got the 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀 surface skimmer. And all these tanks have 3 sets of ADA solar RGB lights. So that's the first 3. Let's move on to the next 3. So this here is a really, really nice one. Look at the driftwood. And there's some amazing 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 They're nice. Yeah, really, really nice setup. And then this plant I think is called 𝗶𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀. Got the red leaf 𝗶𝗲𝗀. And then the rasboras in here, just stunning. The colors are insanely nice. Got 𝗲𝘂𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 ribbons in the front. And it goes up to the back as well, which is really cool because you've got this path and kind of like zigzags. Not zigzags, but like puddles kind of, which I find really cool. But I just love the driftwood structure in this tank. Like, look how nice that looks. You've got that path, that opening right there, which I think is so nice. And also the back screen on this tank, it might be hard to tell on camera, but it's using the green gradation film. Alright. This is a cool tank. One of my favorites for sure. I'll let you guys know which one my favorite tank is at the end of the video, but alright. Here's the next one. This one is nice because it's got some angelfish and gouramis, a bunch of tetras, swordtails. And I love this fish. I'm not too sure what it's called, but look how beautiful it is. And then you've got the immersed growth right there. Looking really nice. Some bromeliads up there too. And here's the angelfish. The 𝗲𝗾𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 really cool fish. Yeah, but in this tank you've got some 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝗶𝗶𝗀𝗀, which is kind of a rare plant and not the easiest plant to grow, I think. But I've actually got some of this at home in my Dutch style tank, and it's doing quite alright at the moment, so hopefully it gets to be that nice. It's also kind of a large plant, and I've got it in a 2-foot tank, so yeah, we'll see how it does. But this tank is really nice. It's also one of my favorites. Well, they're all my favorite, but look at this. For anyone who loves iwagumis, Rockscapes, this is cool. Seiryu stone, or Ryo stone. Look at the rock structure. The design of this is so strong, so like powerful. The impact is huge, especially this rock here. Wow. Yeah, you've got gold tetras in here, which is really nice. And earlier today, I was filming some B-roll, and these gold tetras were schooling like crazy from side to side, and that was such a cool look. Right now they're kind of more in a peaceful state and just shoaling, but you can see a really stunning tank. You've got Glosso in the front with some tenalis broadleaf, and then 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝗀𝘀𝗀𝘀 back there. So I think it's mostly just those 3 plants. I also see some Riccia growing with the 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝘀𝗀𝘀, so yeah, 4 or 5 plants. There's some hair grass as well. Yeah, let's move on to the next tank. Alright, there's the Portugal Lisbon aquarium that Takashi Amano set up. I think it's like a 40-meter long aquarium. This here is so nice. Just look at the colors and look at the leaves of the plants. This is insane. And rainbow fish, one of my favorite fish. Well, you guys know me, I love rainbow fish and angelfish, and these rainbow fish are so cool. They're the 𝗲𝘃𝘀𝘀𝘀𝘀 centenniensis, if I'm not mistaken. And Wow, the colors, just stunning. And there's more rainbow fish in here. I think this is either the 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀 or the Melanotaenia sahulensis, or also known as the Skull Creek rainbow, I think. And I think these are kamakas. So it's a mixed rainbow tank and it looks awesome. And I think that one back there are the 𝗯𝘂𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 rainbow fish. And yeah, I'm not too sure about those guys. But maybe if I'm mistaken, guys, you can help me, fix me up in the comments down below. But this tank is awesome. See hairgrass in the front, and it's not dwarf hairgrass, it's just a regular hairgrass. So you can see it grows longer than dwarf hairgrass, which I think for a big tank, it's a perfect foreground plant. Yeah, and then in the back you've got Vallisneria. You've got a kind of Myriophyllum, if I'm not mistaken, there. Yeah, this tank is amazing. And then you've got this moss here. Moss structure. Alright, let's move on. So this one also has just one set of lily pipes there. You can see all the rainbow fish like to follow you. Alright, moving on. So over here, you've got a very simple tank, kind of like a river theme going on here. You've got the 𝗲𝘃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 when I see these fish, I instantly think of like cheetahs or something. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because of those dots, but also because of the way they swim. They swim so fast, they dart around, and it's kind of hard to record these guys on video, but they're so cool to watch. See autocinkless catfish in some of these tanks as well. Take a look at this rock. That looks like a huge rock. I'm not sure if they put smaller rocks together. I don't think they did. That looks like one piece of rock, so ginormous. And then there's also rocks coming out of the surface of the water, which is cool. You've got the wood coming down like this. So kind of the flow goes this way, from left to right. And you can see that's how they place their lily pipes as well. So it's kind of like a fast water stream that they're going for, I'm guessing. Water flowing that way. But yeah, this is a cool tank. Very simple too. Alright, so I guess we can go on to the final tank, which is over here. This tank is just so simple. You only have tape plants here. We call it tape plants, but oh no, there's some glossostigma, so I'm mistaken, but mostly tape plants with hair grass. You've got some Cypress 𝗲𝘾𝗀𝗀𝗀, and then I think there might be some 𝗲𝘃𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 in the back, as well as 𝗲𝘃𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 hakkai stone. In Japanese we call it hakkai-seki, and it's one of the coolest river rocks. You can see how much character there is to this rock, all those holes. And in Japanese, this is a fun fact, but all those holes in the rocks, we call it mushi-kui. So what that translates to is kind of like bugs eat. So like bugs ate it and it became that way, but I don't think that's how it is. But that's what I heard in the past. I might be mistaken, but I remember hearing that from someone. It's a really simple tank. And a whole bunch of cardinal tetras in here. A couple hundred there must be. Yeah, probably 300 of them in here. And here's a Siamese algae eater. With a bunch of Amano shrimp. Yeah, this is a nice setup. In the comment section down below, let me know what your favorite tank was. My favorite was the rainbow fish tank. All the colors, all the rainbow fish swimming around in there, just was incredible. That's my favorite tank. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to give a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys next time. Take a look at that.